And you can see the 3 roses there. I think we're going to leave that spot empty all season in honor of Bob. He died, saw him last Saturday, the Missouri game, football, Arkansas and Missouri in Columbia. And he'd had a 6-hour drive to get from his sister's house in Kansas City to Columbia for the football game, snow and ice. It was a long day for Bob. I do a lot of walking around the football stadium there and up on the concourse after the game was over, after the press conference where he asked the most questions. You know, it was a sad death. It was a very sad death, and then he hung in there and fought a few days, and very sad, just very sad to lose Bob to the natural causes, and very sad. He was a great writer, a great sports writer.
I can't think of a time when I saw him where he wasn't smiling. He just brought joy to every situation.
Yeah, he really did. He was a very popular person. He was the leader of the Arkansas sports writers. Everyone looked to him. He was a professional. I mean, he covered from Eddie Sutton, Nolan Richardson, Eric Musselman, Mike Anderson, John Calipari, then all the great football coaches from Lou Holtz, Frank Broyles as the AD. A special man, very special man, and will be really missed. The media room's already a different feel in there just a few days later. Appreciate Kogan, our producer, and letting us talk about Bob today. Very special man, Bob Holt.
Sophie Buzzard draining a 3 for the Redhawks. That was their first 3-pointer since the first quarter. From the opposite corner, tipped around, offensive rebound.
There you
Best.
go.
2 players in double figures for Southeast Missouri.
Yep.
Zoe Best is one of them.
Yep. Played at a good school, Incarnate Word Academy, Belnor. A good player. There, look at their 10th three-pointer of the season for Iggy and for Izzy. And Izzy's got just so much confidence in what she does. Today's not been her highest shooting day. Still, she got 15 points and counting. You know, she's going to end up with probably a pretty high number. She's got 8 minutes to do it, and she's going to play in attack mode.
Long 3 is too strong. Jada Bates, the freshman from Powder Springs, Missouri. They really like her, the front of McEachern High School that's produced a lot of good players. She's going to be a good one.
Yeah, McEachern has, but there have been some Razorbacks that have come out of there, and NFL players, some NBA players, a lot of good athletes. Arkansas did sub. In that zone now. Back to work in that zone.
And a travel whistled against Tristan Spearman.
Tristan Spearman, little 5'4" guard from Memphis. Memphis East, another good basketball school. Penny Hardaway.
Getting to the basket, Carly Johnson, the junior.
Well, Carly had a really good game against Arkansas State, an energy player, kind of a
you could say that again. There's not a ton of 5'9" players that can average 5 rebounds in 15 minutes a game, but that's what she does.
Yeah, you're right, and she's strong. She just makes plays happen. Coach Neighbors talked about that a lot last season, and he had to start playing her a little bit more as the time goes. And I think as this season goes, her minutes will increase. And she knocks that free throw down, and she's just a competitor. Carly Johnson only played in 8 of the 10 games so far this season. Arkansas 5-5 on the season so far. This win will give them win number 6. And you look at the schedule, Josh. You got some opportunities. They got SEMO after final exam. I mean, they got Texas Tech after final exam. Good pass. Really nice pass there. And Barnes, good job. But they got Texas Tech at home. That won't be easy, but then they got Liberty on a neutral court. Then they're going to play Toledo or Troy on a neutral court. Then they play UCA. And then they open the league play January 2nd here at home against LSU. Kim Mulkey. So Arkansas will be 6-5 after today. with 4 more non-conference games left. 15 non-conference games, which is a lot. The league only plays 16. The Ohio Valley Conference, if I'm not mistaken, plays 20.
Shoo.
20. Oh, the OVC, 20 conference games. SEMO only plays 9 non-conference games. Arkansas has already played. This is their 11th.
11th, yeah.
This is their 11th.
Johnson, and she'll go to the line.
Yeah, so just difference in scheduling in the yeah. Nice little crossover, get her started. McCulley plays really hard right there. If you're going to get a little contact, she probably should have stretched out her other arm and whacked her across the arm a little bit harder to keep her from scooping that layup and getting this and one. Carly Johnson coming in right off the bat, 5 points for number 20.
Well, Mike Neighbors said they've talked a lot about valuing every possession, and there's a difference between valuing a possession and just not turning the ball over, but their decision-making has been pretty good for the most part today.
Yeah, it really has, and he's got to be pretty pleased. And, you know, you hadn't had a lot of turnovers. You've taken care of the basketball, but you've played well. And, you know, Higginbottom with 18 points, but it's good to see someone else lead you in scoring. I think that's really good. Carly has 19, and she's out of the game, but 19 points in 22 minutes. Carly Keats was outstanding. Trying to get Jada Bates going here. Good player. She hadn't had her best game today, and there she takes the charge.
Those are the plays that I think you would know as a coach, but that you're really – I mean, this game is over. It's in the books, and you've still got a player who's willing to sacrifice their body to make the right play.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's when Coach Palmer would like to see, you know, and there's a player, like you said, it's kind of a blowout. Now she steps in there, sacrifices, takes charge.
We'll step aside and be back for the conclusion.
We'll help you run the right plays with your inheritance and give you a shot to score some great investment touchdowns. Huddle up and take control of your financial future with asset preservation, wealth, and tax today. Now that's what I call a game-winning play.
Special about this time of year. It's fun. And it all starts here. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
A pretty special moment before the game, and I'm going to give you credit. You made that happen.
Yeah, I'm not a bad cameraman, am I? And it was like an hour and a half probably before the game. And I was talking to Coach Palmer, and her sweet little daughter, Dayton Palmer, was on the trip with her and came up and was talking. She was running all over the gym, having a great time. And she wanted to meet Izzy. And how she knew about Izzy was her mom's been watching film all week, and she's been hearing the announcers talk about how good Izzy is. And she wanted to meet Izzy, and Izzy was down there shooting. And her mom said, hey, this is a serious time. We'll have to do that way after the game. And it's not time to do that kind of stuff. And I said, oh, we'll just walk down there and see Izzy real quick. And we went down, and Izzy was so nice to her and came over and spent a couple minutes with her and gave her a hug and talked to her about being a basketball player. And Dayton was smiling ear to ear, and we took a picture. That's what it's all about. That was
Absolutely.
Awesome. Yep. Good three-pointer to start that coming out of that timeout.
Yeah, the freshman Jariah Williamson. Meanwhile, on the other side, drawing the foul is Marin Archer. 3-star recruit coming out of Derby, Kansas.
Yeah, Coach Palmer's husband, Jimmy. They have 2 daughters, Dayton and Nola. I don't think Nola was here. I didn't see her anywhere. I think just Dayton. And Jimmy is the athletic director at North County High School.
Archer, the second-year Razorback, coming off the redshirt year.
Yep, squared up. Yeah, just kind of got into her a little bit. A lot of smiles out there. Both teams kind of competing and having fun. It's been a clean game, though, Josh. Hadn't been anything unwarranted, nothing crazy. How about that, Archer?
The Hogs
Comes
today,
in.
19 of 21 from the foul line.
Yeah, that's great. He tries to recruit shooters, and then that pays off. in that department.
They came in top 20 in the nation at over 77% per game. That's going to be a very valuable statistic come conference play.
Yeah, and that's why they will surprise in the league. That's why they will win some league games. There's a lot of people in the league that I think Arkansas can beat. Is Arkansas going to win the SEC? Well, maybe not. But I think that Arkansas has got a chance to win a lot of games in the conference, and I think they will surprise.
Yeah, you take care of the basketball, hit the free throws, and
yeah. Well, I think he's got to continue to get Coach Neighbors, his wife on the staff, Todd Schaefer, Amber Shirey, one of the best, Nikki Bradford, who came over and talked to us before the game, Lacey Goldwire, staff that's been with them a good amount of time now. Nikki just got here. Nick Bradford just got here this year. He's a Fayetteville High School native. But a lot of the staff's been with him, his wife, J.C. Sasha Goforth, who was a McDonald's All-American at Arkansas in high school, played at Oregon State and here for a little bit. She's also on the staff now. Sasha's going to be a good coach. I've known Amber Shirey, Amber Nicholas.
And the foul for Archer.
Miriam Archer coming in says, Coach, I'm trying to earn some playing time. She drove down the left seam, kind of got her shoulder around the defender, and then threw it up with a scoop with her right hand after she got through the gap. Nice touch off the basket, drew the contact, boom. She just made the free throws. And Archer's coming in trying to get some stuff done. Archer had only played 14 minutes this season and did not have a point. Did not have a point on the season and now has 4 points.
Completes the three-point play.
Yeah, Amber Shirey, Amber Nicholas, when I was here, she played while I was in school.
Rebounded by Sanchez.
Bates needs to see one go down. She can kind of help this team. She's one of those long, lanky, pretty good athletes. Jada Bates. And Arkansas could use her, especially as you start getting to those 2 games a week in the league. They only play 16 in this league. SEC, they get a couple bye weeks.
Well, good job, make-up defense there as Drea Williamson got back in a hurry to disrupt that play.
I thought he would play Izzy more in the fourth quarter, just kind of going off past history. But she still got 18 points, and she did very well. 8 of 15, 5 for 5 at the line, doing what she did. 6 boards, 3 assists, 3 turnovers. Whoa, what a save.
Wow.
What a save by Bates. Carly Johnson, boy, she is scrappy. She going to get offensive rebounds. She going to claw. She going to fight.
She had a trio of Red Hawk players around her, but still able to get that miss.
She plays pretty good defense. She kind of gets in a stance and gets there. And there you go. She comes up when the ball gets deflected by Sanchez. She gets – wow.
That's a really good play by Sanchez. Getting their hand in the passing lane and then sprinting up the floor.
Sanchez can really run, pretty athletic. She's long, 6'1", 6'2".
20 games off the bench last year for Mike Neighbors' squad.
Yeah.
4.5 minutes.
Got that experience. She's from Granada, Spain.
In her 13 minutes on the court Thursday night, Arkansas outscored Boston College by 19 points, and she didn't score at all. She had 5 rebounds, 2 blocks, a steal, drew 3 fouls. She can just make an impact in a game like that.
That for sure. Played pretty good defense. She was kind of scrappy. Now, she was out there with Izzy. Izzy big part of that big plus. But, you're right. And sometimes you can disrupt the flow. Sometimes you can just be good and be solid. Be solid and play your role. Look at that fake.
Archer really showing some energy off the bench. She's got 7.
Yeah, she made a quick step as she was hustling down. Then she picked the ball up, made the ball fake. You don't see a lot of good ball fakes anymore. Nice job by Miriam Archer. Derby, Kansas. Good town. You ever been to Derby?
I have been through there. I sure
Derby's
have.
Nice.
Galea with the bucket. A little 10-0 spurt here by the Razorbacks.
SEMO's gotten 10 points in this quarter after having 7 total in quarters 2 and 3.
Loading up for 3, Alex McGarrah,
How about that?
freshman from Owasso, Oklahoma.
Yep. Nice shot, left wing. She's probably got some family here. That's not that far away, Owasso. They could roll with you. Carly Johnson, left wing 3.
So for the Hogs, mentioned they'll have Texas Tech coming up, and then Liberty and either Toledo or Troy in the Cherokee Invite. They're in North Carolina.
Okay. Well, she's going to have an impact on the season because Galea is strong. She holds that left foot strong. She pivots and powers up. Seen her do it a lot this season. Nice three-pointer right there by Spearman. She gets her first points of the day, 84-45. 16 points in the fourth quarter for SEMO.
Archer stops and pulls up. No good. You know, one thing this SEMO team is about is community, and they teamed up with the Southeast Missouri Food Bank to help provide meals to families facing hunger. And so they've got members of the community donating money for every shot they block this year. Each block shot supplies 120 meals. They've got 8 blocks today. That's almost 1,000 meals that they've helped donate to Southeast Missouri community.
Yeah, 8 blocks, and they're all pretty scrappy, and they're an undersized team.
Still loose. Red Hawks come up with it,
Lauren
but
Lindsay with the
intercepted.
steal. Look at that left-handed pass. Okay, good sportsmanship. Good steal and good instincts by Lauren Lindsay.
Well, the Hog fans are on their feet and appreciative of this effort for the Razorbacks. They were down by 12 early in the second quarter, and then, like an unstoppable freight train from the rest of the way, took control of this game. And the Hogs get their 6th win of the year and improve to 6-5, Z.
Yeah, great job by Arkansas from the second quarter on. Played much better defense. They were aggressive, started hitting shots. The star was Carly Keats from Philadelphia, Mississippi with 19 points, 5 of 8 from the 3. Great game, and fewest points allowed this season by the Razorbacks, 84-45. Josh.
Southeast Missouri will look to get back on track. They play Missouri State as they start a 4-game homestand, and the Hogs will take on Texas Tech on December 15th. Now the light's shining bright. Special guests, never know who you'll see. And the Razorbacks get the job done defending the home floor. For Matt Zimmerman and our entire crew, Josh Haley saying thanks for being with us and so long from Bud Walton Arena.